What if we talked about our school uniforms, good or bad?
Why?
Because they were strict, but is that so bad?
All right. What if we talk about music? Is it more than sound?
Why?
There was sound before we had ears, Scout Francesca.
True.
And everyone has a song they hear.
Very true. All right.
Let's go. Hello, Scout Francesca.
Hello, Dad.
Hubby.
Good, you?
Excellent, thank you.
Good.
You would like to discuss uniforms at school specifically and uniforms in general. I'm adding that part.
All right. Well,
I'm co-opting your topic, man.
About the school uniform thing, I think the idea behind school uniforms is really good. I really like the idea. I think what I don't like about it, though, is the fact that there's sort of this general template for a school uniform. Polos, skirts, dress shoes, tights for girls, and then polos, shorts or pants, and dress shoes for guys. And I think what I don't like about that is that it's very restricting for girls who are going to school and need to wear uniforms, and a lot of schools don't have the option for girls to be able to wear pants. I mean, like my school did. I could wear pants, and I did. I just felt more comfortable in them.
Oh, I see.
But
okay.
That's one of my reasons. I also feel like uniforms are kind of restricting. I feel like it restricts a student in a place that is already so restricting. It just kind of adds to it. It's like, oh, well, here's your schedule that you have to stick to and the classes you have to go to, and now you have to wear this uniform that we're going to give you, and you don't really have another choice.
How is that restricting, though? We're definitely going to...
Because it's restricting their choice to wear what they want to wear, what they feel comfortable wearing.
Well, yeah, fair enough, but I mean, yeah. Yeah, I guess your point is they're already restricted by the hours they have to attend and classes they have to go to, and then you're restricting what they wear too. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it like that, you're restricting what you eat too. If you got to go in the cafeteria and eat,
exactly.
Although most cafeteria food is appalling, so
yeah. And there's also a really big difference between a dress code and a uniform. I think a dress code is something really good. I think a dress code is something to stick by. But I think that some dress codes are also a bit much. I think it kind of leans one way or the other. But
yeah, it's interesting. I didn't expect you to go in this direction. That's interesting. I mean, I think overall that uniforms at school are brilliant.
I do too.
Whoa.
I agree. No, I agree. I think from a student's point of view, I don't like uniforms because I want to be able to wear what I want. For the long run, I believe that a uniform is something that should be in every school, because I think it stops the whole like, I have these cool shoes and you don't. But if there's a uniform, well, we all have black dress shoes, and we all wear the same shirt and the same skirts. So I'm
confused. Didn't you start out?
Yeah, but I as a student that has gone to schools with uniforms, don't like uniforms, because just as myself, but I can also look at it from an outside perspective as somebody that maybe wouldn't be a student, and I can 100% say that uniforms are the way to go, whether I prefer them or not. Uniforms are just better for schools and the school environment, and it's just healthier for a student that maybe doesn't have as much as another student can go and look and dress the same way as
well, that's one of the main reasons
student.
It takes away all of the competition and you don't have the right shoes, you don't have the right top, you don't have the right brand. It takes that all out of play for sure. Exactly. I mean, I liked it in high school because it just took all I had to do was wake up, man. I knew what I was wearing. So I thought that was awesome. I mean, there was no, I got to put this or that. It's not that I would have done much of that anyhow.
Yeah.
But for a girl or for a guy who's into the being, showing some sartorial splendor, there's a lot of work. Oh, I can't wear that again. I can't pair this with that. I got to get some new shoes.
Yeah, like when I first started wearing uniforms, so I don't know. I don't forget what grade, but
you're a little kid.
Yeah, since when I was little, I didn't like it.
Mexico everywhere, like public schools, private schools, it doesn't
everywhere.
Matter. Every school has everybody
All of
wearing
them.
the same thing, partly because of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
In large part.
And so, yeah, when I was little, I hated it because I loved dressing up as a kid. Like all of my outfits were very personalized. And so I didn't like it. I felt restricted in what I could wear. But as I got older and went into like 4th, 5th, 6th, I loved the uniform because I got out of bed, did my hair, and just threw the uniform on. And I didn't have to worry when going to school if whose outfit was cooler, like who had the better clothes. Like it just, everybody wore the same thing. So that kind of took that out of play.
I also think it creates a sense of community. Like everybody's wearing the same thing. You're all part of the same little tribe for that amount of time.
Yeah.
I think that's not a bad thing either. There's a sense of like belonging that having the uniform creates. I always thought is interesting is that the teachers don't have to wear the uniform. Like, why don't they have to wear it too?
Yeah. I've thought of that too.
Like it just, I don't know, it seems it'd be easier for them too. They wouldn't have to make decisions, but it seems like it would be setting a better example. Although I guess the prison guards don't wear the same uniform as the prisoners, so.
I guess not true.
Maybe they should have their own uniform, the teachers, just to make sure you understood who was what.
Yeah, why isn't that how it is?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
What? See, that's unfair right there.
Oh my God, there's definitely something to be outraged about.
Yeah, it is.
I think overall the uniforms are a good idea. So you just confused me there at the start. It seemed like you were going down a path of anti-uniform.
No.
But you were simply going down a path of what? Anti-uniform for you not being able to decide what you want to wear?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the downside of the uniforms is that a kid doesn't get to express themselves. But let's face it, man, they managed to get their way around that. Like I used to have to wear a tie. And so I would wear the clowniest ties. And just with weird knots and everything. So that was your way of sort of, standing up to the man.
Well, at my school, you could, on formal days, you could wear whatever shoes you wanted.
Yeah.
I'd pull up in my, like, Converse or my, like, just whatever shoes I felt spoke to me, if you will.
I feel like the shoes should be whatever you want anyhow.
Yeah.
Like, as long as they're within reason. Nobody should be going into school in stilettos.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, studded combat boots. But other than that, I think that's one way kids could express themselves. And it lends itself to comfort. Like the shoes especially are comfort. Because the rest of the clothes, like every school uniform, they're mostly comfortable. Although I do think you make a good point. Girls should be able to wear pants for sure.
100%.
They can't? Like at Sophia's school, they can't wear pants?
No, they can.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, not every school is like that.
No.
Like I know a lot of schools in the UK. Yeah. They have a very strict dress code for the girls. Yeah, skirts with the tights.
That's not okay.
Australia as well.
No, that's not okay because that's just not okay. Because pants are so much easier for, like, if I was I'm speculating here because clearly I'm not, but if I was a girl,
what gave that
I
away?
would want to wear pants, at least have the option because, man, all of the stuff you do, running around, you're sitting down, like it would be so much easier to wear pants, like and not have to worry about anything.
Oh, I remember my uniform, it was so dumb too, the girls' uniform. Like the PE skirts. Oh my God. They were just skin tight.
At ASVP, they were
like
ridiculous.
Latex.
Don't even get me started on that. I don't even know how the people that are in charge there were allowing that. Like what those girls were wearing sometimes, not all of them, but some of them was like, wow, what are you doing, man?
It was just straight up inappropriate.
Who's letting that? No, it was inappropriate, extremely
Which is why
inappropriate.
pants should 100. I don't even think it should be an option. I think it should be pushed.
But that's a big part of why the uniforms are good, right? They remove that temptation to wear other clothes that's inappropriate.
Yeah,
and I don't mean just for girls. Dudes can do it too. But it takes that out of play, right? You don't have kids coming in, you're like, oh, okay, you can't wear that. Why not? Why not? Imagine you'd be doing that constantly, man. You'd have to stand at the door, have somebody designated to look at every kid coming in and saying, nope, put something on.
I know.
It just takes all of that out of play. But the biggest thing for me is it makes everybody equal as far as it takes that huge stress out where kids are trying to one up or keep up with the other children.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think in the long run, uniforms are just the way to go. Whether I prefer them or not. I think that
that's a separate
uniforms
issue.
are definitely should be protocol in schools.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of life, isn't it, that when you create a tribe of people, you wear a uniform. So, and a school is very much a community, a tribe of people for that time and for that year. You look at armies or clubs or sports teams, like uniforms are used always to delineate, like, okay, this group is on some level together. And I like that. I think it maybe helps to foster a school spirit. Yeah. And an idea of community and solidarity and being together, yeah.
There you have it.
Is that going to be is you working that your catchphrase, are you?
Yep. All righty. Now you'd like to talk to us about music and noises?
Yeah, it seems like I'm on a run of AI-related stuff here, but I mean...
this is the third episode.
Yeah, some of that's to do with just what I'm doing right now, but also it's a huge part of what's going on in the world right now. Like anybody who's unaware of the tremendous effect of AI now, I don't know what to tell you.
This is an interesting topic, too, because I remember there was this huge controversy on TikTok because people were lip-syncing to this song, not knowing that it was 150% AI generated. Yeah. And I remember listening to it and I was like, what's the hype of this song? Like, it just sounds like every other song.
Well, then that's the thing. They're going to, aren't they?
And then somebody found out that it was AI generated and I was like, oh my God.
Well, that's scary. The thing. It's already topping the charts, this kind of music. Like, I just did a cursory check. I mean, I didn't have to do a bunch of research on this because we're doing this stuff and using it, right? But just a quick check. There's 60,000 fully AI-generated tracks are being uploaded to the Deezer platform every day. That's almost 40% of their daily uploads is AI, and that's just going to grow and grow and grow. The more people become aware of what they can do. Spotify doesn't even tell you how much of the slop that's being uploaded, AI slop, and that tells you something right there that they don't even want to talk about it, you know? Like there was that Sienna Rose, which who knows if that was a woman, a man, young, old.
Yeah, that's the woman I'm talking about.
There was, they have 300 million, or 3 million monthly listeners. They have top 50 viral hits in 20. Like it's just nuts, and it's 100% AI. Like she has no. If she's a she, there's no social media presence, no shows, 45 tracks, man, she released in 4 months. Like
impossible, by the way.
Well, the most prolific bands in history couldn't bang out 45 tracks in 4 months.
In a year?
Yeah, no, not even in a year. There's no way. But with like Suno, Udio, these sites, like Paz uses Suno, I've used Suno. I use... yeah, I mean it's because it's awesome. It's awesome. Cool. It's fun, but is it music? It is music, but what is the price we're paying for it? I mean, just pumping in a prompt and then music comes out and you say, "Oh man, here's my song." Oh man, that's not your song. But like as a writer, and Paz is a writer, and you're a writer, you put in your lyrics. And you give it a few prompts, and it sounds pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a difference between putting your lyrics in to the chatbot and then getting something back and be like, oh, that sounds cool. Like, my music could sound like that. and then then there's a difference between that and uploading it onto all platforms and calling it your music under a fake name, a fake person, and having it literally top charts, being in the top, I think it's 20 songs on Spotify.
That's the discussion, Irish, you know, what is this? Is this music? Is it just noise? But it is music.
I guess it qualifies as music.
It totally does.
But I always think
I'm not supporting it. So what is its place? Like, where are we going with this? It's almost impossible to tell it apart. Like the visual stuff that we talked about a week or two ago, this is almost impossible for anybody to tell apart, whether it's real or fake. I went online and was looking at a thing where it was presenting real and fake. I got half of them. And most of them I was just guessing. I was like, there was a couple of tracks I knew it was real because I could hear the fingers squeaking on the guitar strings. And because I play, I know that's almost impossible to avoid. And and the other track playing the same thing, there was no squeak. And I'm like, all right, well, there's nobody clapped. And I don't care who you want to name, John Mayer, whatever your favorite guitarist is, can't avoid the squeaks on strings.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
So that was a tell. But other than that, like there was a classical music piece, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell at all. Somebody with a super tuned ear might be able to be like, oh no, I can hear this, or they'd hear some kind of a artifact or something. But for most of us, you can't tell whether it's real or fake. And I find it disturbing, but like Bandcamp is banning it fully. They're just saying like AI generated music. Nope. Deezer allows it, but tags it and doesn't put it in their recommendations. So if you're uploading AI music, no problem. But we're going to tell people that's what it is, and we're not going to recommend it to you in the algorithm. Spotify, of course, recommends it right alongside everybody else because it makes them bank.
Right.
So for them, that's all they care about. Like recorded music when it first came out, right? 100 whatever years ago. People were like, oh my God, this is going to ruin music. No, it didn't ruin music. It made it accessible for everybody else. Yeah. Because before that, you only got to hear live music and orchestra if you were rich. If you
talked about that.
Yeah, if you weren't elite, you weren't hearing it. You know, and so it made music accessible. It helped music to grow. It was great. So technology can be a huge part of it. People kept singing. It's not like they stopped singing. So there's lots that can be done.
Yeah.
I like for a lot of people, I think the barrier to the craft of music is the effort. Like it takes a lot of effort. You know, you're learning the guitar. It takes a lot of effort. You know how much you put into singing, writing. These things take a lot of effort. And if you can avoid the effort and just pump in a couple of prompts and out comes music and you can feel like, well, I made that. I'm like, nah. Yeah. If you create a song online and then the only way you could play it is that you have to learn it, well, you didn't create anything, man. You know, like that's.
I just find something about the AI music just feels weird. It just feels off. It doesn't feel right. Like just saying.
But what if you can't tell that it's AI? Because you can't tell with a lot of it anymore. That's the thing. Like you could say, oh, it's soulless. But if you can't tell the difference between real and robot, wow.
Yeah.
It's almost like a microcosm of the whole AI issue, everything we're facing in the world. It's this idea of, is it real or fake? Does it have the substance of creativity, or has it just been produced? Like, is music now just a problem that needs to be solved, and we've solved the problem by making it so you can just prompt whatever you want? So it's a content creation issue instead of the process that music used to be, right? The grind, the sweat, the effort, the interaction with other people that went into creating music, making something that and then you shared it. Like it's communicative. We share that with other people. Because there's something to be said for being a listener or a viewer or a reader. Those have value. Like that. Yeah. That's the listener, the viewer, the reader. That person gives the value to the art, to the painting, to the song, to the book. It's not the artist doesn't give that value, it's the person listening to it because of the sort of symbiosis between the two of them, between the reader and the writer, between the singer and the listener. That's where the value is in how we share it and how we communicate with each other. And if the robot's doing it, I mean, I don't know that that's the same thing anymore.
Yeah.
Like nothing's being communicated. Nothing was created.
Yeah, I mean, never catch me listening to AI music voluntarily. Ever.
No. No. I don't think most people would choose that. I mean, I'm sure there are some who would, but I don't think very many people would.
No. And
this is also an issue of us losing skills.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like,
if everybody,
that's the other thing.
Right? If everybody can just make music online, then what's the point of learning the guitar? What's the point of learning to sing? I mean,
there is no point if you can just make it on, like,
the robot
right at your
will do
hands.
It for you.
Yeah.
The robot will make your art, and eventually you'll have the robot making your mashed potatoes and putting together your breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that one episode of Love, Death, and Robots where the cat and the robot become friends.
Mm-hmm. Parts of that were awesome, and then parts were heinous.
Some of them I couldn't watch.
Yeah,
remember I'd come and I'd sit behind the pool table?
I think that's the concern for me is are we what are we losing? We talk about all the things always that we're gaining through the bot, through the robot, and our great advancements, and we're so proud of ourselves. And I'm not sure that we stop to think about what we're losing, and is what we're gaining really worth it? That's a big part of it. I saw a quote from it's a huge cultural loss. If we lose music, the sharing of music, real sharing of it, not this bot stuff, because these bot people aren't going on stage. They're not going to be down at your local pub or bar. They're not going to be out in your local amphitheater. You know, what are they going to do? They're going to come out and press play on their Suno song?
Yeah.
Nobody's paying for that. So that community that's around music, if we're not careful, we don't want to be losing that.
No.
I mean, it'll never completely go away, but what we might lose is the larger sense of people doing it. So if everybody is a musician, then it loses its value, except to the real musicians who will still get together and play, but it'll just be for each other. They'll still be fine.
Yeah.
But the rest of us who used to go and listen
will be cooked.
Prince accepted an award in 1999, and he said, "Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to use a computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind, and the prize is the soul. Just be careful." And that was in 1999 while he was accepting a Best Internet-Only Single award. Like, that was 27 years ago. You know, you could see where it was going, where it's like, okay, there's real and there's fake, and we're diving right into fake.
Right. Head first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now we have a question. Even though it's your question, I'm going to read it, okay?
That's our question, Irish.
So, what if you had to play one instrument for eternity? I have mine easily, the piano.
Oh, yeah?
It's a beautiful instrument.
It is a beautiful instrument.
It can be used in any way, any kind of song. It's most suiting to my voice too, so I'm factoring that in as well.
Yes, you are.
And yeah, I just feel like that would be a cool instrument to.
For all eternity, you'll just be sitting there and plinking away.
Yeah, piano.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Totally valid.
One hundo.
One hundo?
Oh, one hundo.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good call. My original thought was the guitar, of course. Like, okay, I'd have Tina, and that away we'd go. No problem. But that's not actually the instrument it would be for me.
No?
No, it's, that North American Indian flute that I got?
I do, yeah. Yep. That's what I thought you were going to say.
That's what it would be, because it's eternity. And I could listen to that sound.
For eternity. Yeah, that's how I feel about the piano.
Yeah.
If I had to listen to the guitar for the rest of my life, I have to say, I think I would get sick of it. I do, but I feel like a piano is so just beautiful sounding. And if I get sick of classical, okay, let me just go a couple chords down and work over here.
Well, that's the same with the guitar, though. There's so many different... Like, look at what Madish can do on the guitar, man. For me, it's not about the versatility. It's just about the like, I got to play it. I'm just picturing myself sitting against a tree forever.
Right.
And I got one instrument that I got to play forever sitting against a tree. I'd miss the guitar. There'd be times when I'd be like, damn, I should have picked the guitar.
If I can have, like, whatever access to music I want and whatever, like, song I'd like to play, easily the piano, a nice, beautiful classical piano under a tree. Mm-hmm. Like, I could easily do that.
Oh, yeah.
With, like, every single, like, discography, Lana Del Rey's discography, Billie Eilish's discography. And you know what? I don't like her, but Taylor Swift's discography.
Yeah, no, the piano's an amazing instrument. That would be totally a good choice. I think it would be perfect for you. It's a tough call, but because my original thought was, I just have my guitar, right? Like, the Tina back there with the cutout and the perfect, man. Strings that never break. That'd be awesome. You just keep playing and finding new sounds and new things. Now I'm talking myself into the guitar.
I know,
it's about the eternity part.
Exactly.
Like, it's that sound of that North American, Native American
It's
flute.
eternal.
Oh, it's just the sound that I would take into the black blue sea, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, into the eternity. I could take that sound into eternity. Maybe partly because it is sort of... It's sort of simple and complicated at the same time. So there's not as much, I don't know what it is. That's what I ended up with. Because there's other instruments too. I bet there are people who choose like a lyre, like that, you know, that making that tinkly.
I was going to say that. I was going to say either the piano or that. Yeah. Imagine just sitting there strumming away.
Yeah. See?
I'm not going to choose.
See, now you're seeing why I picked the Native American
I'm not
flute.
going to choose, though, because I could go either way. I'm going to stick with piano just because I love the piano. It just interests me, but...
I could see you playing that lyre, like just... I saw a woman playing that once, eh?
I have too.
Live, yeah. That's an amazing thing to see, man.
I saw her at the Nutcracker.
They can pluck it.
Yeah.
I forget where I was. It was like in somebody's house, and they just started. I'm like, can you play that? I got to try and remember where it was. Yeah, and they were like, what do you? Of course I can play it. I'm like, you got to play for me, please. And it was amazing, and it was so graceful. And you can you can kind of rock and roll on it too.
Yeah, I always picture them like kind of rocking back and forth and like really getting into it.
And it's all like Enya flowing and everything.
I picture the kind of person that plays that as my book character. Like somebody with really long blonde hair that glows in the sunlight and like blonde lashes and brows.
Yeah, no.
And just this whimsical look to her.
Or a dark-haired woman who's all very exotic and mysterious.
Oh,
like, you know,
like a Brazilian woman or something.
You know what I don't picture? A dude.
I know. I was just like, it's so random.
I don't know why, because I'd love to play one, be able to sit there and play, but you just don't really picture
Guess you could call us sexists.
Yeah, maybe. You just don't really picture that, man. There's no reason not to, though, because she could dig into it too. Like, it had some rock and roll in it, because it's got all of these notes and everything. Essentially, it's like a super guitar. Like, there's all kinds of things you can do on it. Although you can't bend. Like, that's the beauty of a guitar, eh? Getting that blues notes going.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna stick with piano.
And I'm sticking with a Native American flute, but I'm probably going to sneak Tina in there too. I don't care.
Can't do that.
I don't care, man.
Fine, then I'm taking a shrink ray and shrinking down a
lyre?
Yeah.
I think they're called lyres.
If you can sneak in Tina, I'm sneaking in the lyre.
Fine. All right. So we got a primary and a backup. Oh, I'd be so happy. Forever, man. I'm good with those two instruments. I could totally do eternity, man, until the final black hole swallowed us up.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I sent you a thing this morning. Eh?
I know. I'm going to read it. I'm really excited to read it.
All right, Miss Kajang.
All right.
Episode the 75th. That's 3/4 of a way to the century mark. I love you very much.
That's true. I love you too.
Next time?
Next time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.